Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, Gemini, collective energy. So you could be called to this reading and not know that there are major placements of Gemini in your natal chart, but something's being triggered right now, and that's why it comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. So Gemini, you have co-create with spirit. This is a powerful energy, and it's hard to get a handle on. It's hard to, let's put it this way. It's almost like Pluto in that you'll never be able to understand it, but you will be able to feel it. And there has to be a lot of faith and trust as you go through this energy, because you're working with darker energy. And darker doesn't mean evil. It just means mysterious and undefined. And whenever you work with energies like that, you have to have a lot of faith and really, you have to root yourself in source. And as long as you're rooting yourself in source, and source is spirit, co-create with spirit, you will be conducted and guided in all the right ways, in very profound and powerful ways. There's a lot of power to your character and energy right now. But we have to understand where this is coming from and why this energy is at the center of your reading. Now, we have 17. That's a little bit of a clue. 1 + 7 adds up to 8. 8 simplifies down to 8. And 8 is an energy of abundance. It's the energy of manifestation and things actually coming to fruition and becoming successful. So that's a really beautiful sign that we're trusting ourselves, that we're trusting the energies that we're working with. And because of that trust, we're manifesting a great deal of abundance. But let's see how all of this is playing out. It's very important to listen, Geminis. You're such good listeners. It's very important to listen to source right now, to listen to that God space in your heart. You've got to keep a real tight connection with it right now. Remember, guys, as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. I'm going to leave them where they lay. Because they're part of the message that way. Okay. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those. Please just go to my website, check it out. You can see what service works for you. And then book and schedule right there. www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. I think there's a link in my comment section as well to get right to the services. I'm going to do one more divide. And if you're sensitive to sound, I'm going to use a song bowl to cleanse the energy. So just 1 second. Know your worth was kind of compromised in the past. And that's a telling sign. I think you're coming into your power right now, Gemini. And you're recognizing that your power has got less to do with you and how connected you are to spirit. In fact, I've been reading this book called The 7 Rituals. It's a dictation by Black Elk, who was a Sioux chief. And he was describing the 7 rituals of their people. And the way that power is really defined in terms of Native American belief system is that it's not about control over others. It's how connected to source you are. And that is really in alignment with what's going on right now. It's not about how much control you have or how much resources you have of the 3D world. But instead, what makes you powerful is how spiritual you are and how connected to that God space you are. And so this is very difficult energy in that it's not like this profound, this stuff that everybody else wants to talk about on here. Like, oh, this person is thinking about you and they haven't been able to call you. And it was like, no. This is deep spiritual work that's happening here. And so know your worth it's been compromised. There's this sense of your own personal worth being compromised in the past, and something that made you doubt yourself, which is beautiful because it brought you to a darker space. And that darker space is where you found yourself. Everybody always says you find yourself in the dark, and that's what's going on. But you don't just find yourself, do you? You find your connectivity to spirit, because that's the only freaking light. And I love that it's his heart space or his chest space and then his throat space that's aligned. So what he speaks now and what he understands as his magical powers, the ability to cast spells and control his world, is coming through divine guidance connected to that heart space. And so there has been a shift in you and your awareness of your connection to other people, of your responsibility to this planet. However profound it's been, you will feel that impact this week, and you will notice that you are speaking from source. And that's very powerful, and there's a lot of responsibility there, but you definitely have shifted. Another powerful energy: turn knowledge into wisdom. This is Piscean energy. It's this energy of, once again, the moon, the blindness of the moon, because there's illusion to the moon. The moon doesn't actually create light, but it does reflect it. So the reality of the moon is not trying to be deceptive. There's just this sense of, I'm not trying to say that I'm the light source, but I will be the canvas for as much of the light that I can reflect when I'm here. There is a mystery to the moon, and there is a lot of intuition and psychic prowess to the moon, because that's what you have when the light is dim, when things are not defined. This has to do with a lot of creativity, but you're creating from a space of wisdom. You have definitely leveled up. You have definitely leveled up in a situation that's been going on, where once you felt alone and kind of worthless, or that your worth or value was compromised, that is not where you are anymore. And you're there because of faith. Now we have to take a leap of faith. And that's more terrestrial energy. That's more 3D energy, a sense of, now that I'm strong, I know exactly where to go. Right? And a leap of faith is almost, but it's very well directed, I'm hearing. And then we have bring a gentle touch. And this is Virgo energy. You have Virgo energy, you have Pisces energy. So you have very mutable energy coming across. Bring a gentle touch. You don't have to try that hard. You don't have to, bring a big stick and pound this into anybody's head. You take a leap of faith in the gentle touch. Take a leap of faith in the strength that comes with, take a leap of faith in the strength that comes with, believing in something that is new and vulnerable, believing in your own tenderness and vulnerability, trusting that space. Okay, let's get into it. Take a leap of faith in this new version of yourself. Take a leap of faith in this newness. It's not weak. Vulnerability isn't weakness, and I think you're starting to see that. Let's get the end result here. We're going to do the 7-day play-by-play. We're going to see how all of this pans out and get more details on what this is. That's really nice. Underlying energy. We got to see. That's beautiful. Day 1. What is all this about? disappointment. So what we learn from what we lost in the past, what we learn from okay. You're starting to realize and understand what messed things up in the past, or why you were disappointed, where the restrictions and the fears come from. You're starting to recognize where the devil was, where the holding on to the past was. It's almost like it's still blocking in some way. No, I think this is more of a realization of what actually happened. I'm sorry, I know that frustrates people. I crack my knuckles when I'm... What is this devil energy here for? It's like, don't be held back by your past. Don't be held back by the disappointments. The Eight of Wands is here, is suddenly there's energy flow. Suddenly there's moving into the space. Suddenly there's opportunities and restrictions where once there was disappointments. And it's starting to see, it's almost like that resurrective energy of, it's more powerful than what couldn't be or couldn't happen, right? This is like coming full circle. Okay. What about the next step? Day 2, what comes out of this? Maybe you are acting upon or making judgments based on fear. Gemini, you were taking action, but I think there's a break. I think this is symbolizing that there's finally a break. You now have the good fortune to be able to walk away from what had emptied you or drained you, or what you no longer care about. You now have the good fortune to be able to decide to take that path away from the emptiness and the stuff that was dragging you down. It's the stuff that wasn't fulfilling you anymore, right? That sense of this was stopping you. It's like day 1 is you see it, you get it, you suddenly there's a realization, like you get it, you see it. And then we have an energy of moving, like realizing the emptiness of something. That's what we're talking about in the dark space. That sense of, oh, I thought this was contenting me. I thought this was pleasuring me. It was actually draining me. Then it's like, I'm done with that. I'm finished with those things that suck on me and that aren't sincerely who I am. This is a real dark night of the soul, changing of energy, changing of who you are deep down. Oh, wow. Oh, this is powerful. And then we have defeat, the 5 of Swords. This is day 3. So that is part of your week, this sense of feeling defeated or being attacked. Yeah, somebody was majorly being attacked. Trying, maybe if... how does this energy come about? Where is it coming from? Where is this energy coming from toward Gemini? No. Okay. It's almost saying you're able to move on from a defeat or from an attack. And this is actually, you're able to figure out where it came from. So where did it come from? Where did the attack come from? It's almost like you don't care at this point. You're able to figure your way out of it. You're able to see the way forward, Gemini. And that's very powerful. That's profound. The Death card here. This is scorpionic energy. This can be timing, but I also think there's a sense of the comeuppance of Pluto. Maybe Pluto going direct is what exposes these deep-rooted, seedy, hidden, or the toxicities, brings it up. And now you can like make sense of it to move forward and heal it. But there is this energy of almost vengeance. But it's not you getting revenge. It's like the universe itself getting revenge. This is karma or dharma, which is even deeper because it could be coming from past lives. This completion of a cycle of the fulfillment of it and the kind of destruction and letting it all crumble. It's like attack the attackers and then moving on kind of energy. Whoa. 4, day 4, step 4, you are dealing with some dark shit. But it's powerful. And listen, even if you're afraid of it, I would lean into it because the truth is, this is where it all gets cleansed. This is where it comes into the light. Now there's this glimmer. There's this something slow was coming, something pedantic, maybe something to do with work, something that took a long time coming. Okay? But it's almost the realization that something's too precious to rush. What? And now on the 5th day, we're guarded. And we're very particular about what we let into our lives. And we have the Hierophant. So only things that are on the up and up, only things that we can trust and rely on, only things that are certain, or you're defending yourself against the mundane and the ordinary. And there's that sense of standing on your guard with whatever looks traditional. But there is a sense of maybe, I don't know. No, I don't think you've lost faith. It took a while to get here. Something took so long to arrive, I think you thought it was never going to. What is the Hierophant here for? Clarify, please. Two of Swords. So this is not clear. This is not speaking, not certain. Something is unsure. You still need. It's almost like you're not going to trust something, no matter how good it looks, until you have all the information on it. And it's almost like I needed to sit and not speak or not decide. First, I need to see how the quality of something. I still feel like I'm missing something. What is day 6? Please leave your comments below and help me understand. Seven of Pentacles. So this is something that didn't work out, something that had remained stagnant. It's almost like promises not kept. Promises not kept. You are revealing something. Somebody didn't want to say anything. They wanted to keep something quiet. They were guarded with this information. That's why something was taking so fucking long. But there's something here that's actually I think revealed by the moonlight. And what is that? the fact that something just was never going to work, the fact that something was never going to really happen. Ooh. Ooh. Or the secret about why something wasn't happening and was being held back. What is it? Ooh, Lord, let me know. Lord, let me know. What is it? What is this? Let's get a moon card. For Gemini, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? Confidence is your key to success. How you feel about yourself, maybe being insecure, maybe being not sure, maybe having to find the strength to finally believe in your intuition with regards to this situation and act upon that instead of what makes sense and what you can measure. Because that's where the truth is coming from this week, and you have to trust that. And it's going to be hard because it's not something you can measure. Ooh, what is all this about? Gemini, remember, we're going to go for day 7 over in the extended. I know I'm already running long over here. Check out that link below. It's right in the description box. I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section, Gemini, so that we can get more in detail as to what's generating this energy, what this is all about. But I'm going to leave you or lead into the extended with this. There's truth coming out, and it's going to direct you in a whole new direction. And this is going to reflect how people see you and everything. This is like a whole new life because there are truths that are coming out, and we're going to say specifically what they are. I'm going to see you guys there. The link is down below.